In pharma, the word event covers a lot of ground. Let me be specific about what a field event actually is. A field event is an educational program organized and run by the field team, a sales rep, or a medical science liaison at a local or regional level. No head office, no national brand team driving it. The field identifies the need. The field plans it. The field executes it. What's not a field event? National speaker program tours organized by brand marketing. Medical congresses, ESCO, ESMO, ASH, DIGO. National advisory boards run by medical affairs headquarters. Company-hosted national symposia. Those are head office programs. Different budget, different governance. Field events come in two types, and this matters enormously. Promotional field events are run by sales reps. Product-focused. Governed by the PHRMA code. Everything goes through promotional review. Scientific exchange events are run by MSLs. Data-focused. Non-promotional. Governed by a completely different set of rules. Same drug. Same physician. Completely different event. Understanding which track you're on and staying in your lane is the whole job. Field event definition. An educational program organized and executed by field-based personnel, rep or MSL, at a local or regional level, distinct from head office-driven national programs, brand campaigns, and medical congresses. Promotional vs. scientific exchange. The two tracks of field events are promotional events, rep-led, product-focused, PHRMA code, governed, and scientific exchange events, MSL-led, data-focused, non-promotional. The distinction determines who can run the event, what can be discussed, and what compliance framework applies. Head office exclusions. National speaker program tours, congresses, national advisory boards, and company symposia are organized by brand marketing or medical affairs headquarters, not field events in the sense covered by this series. PHRMA code. The Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America Voluntary Code governing interactions between pharma company personnel and healthcare professionals. The primary self-regulatory framework for promotional field events in the U.S. Medical commercial separation. The fundamental compliance boundary that determines who runs what type of event. A rep cannot run a scientific exchange event, and an MSL cannot run a promotional event. Two reps from the same company walk into the same hospital. Same drug, same physician, completely different conversation, completely different rules. Track 1, the promotional event, run by the sales rep. Purpose, educate physicians about an approved product for its approved indications. Materials are reviewed and approved by the Promotional Review Committee. The content is label-based. Fair balance is required. A physician speaker, trained and certified, presents company-approved slides. Every attendee, every meal, every dollar spent goes into the Sunshine Act disclosure system. Track 2, scientific exchange, run by the medical science liaison. Purpose, peer-to-peer scientific dialogue about data, including data beyond the label, pipeline data, real-world evidence. Materials don't go through the same promotional review process. There's no company speaker, no approved slide deck. The MSL facilitates. The science drives the conversation. Here's what's the same. A healthcare professional is being educated about a drug that the company sells. Here's what's different, everything else. Which track runs determines the venue, the content, the attendees, the compliance documentation, and who signs what at the end of the night. Getting this wrong isn't a technicality. It's a compliance breach. Promotional Review Committee, PRC. The internal committee that reviews and approves all promotional materials before use, including speaker programs, slide decks, invitations, and leave-behind pieces. MSL materials follow a different, non-promotional review process. Label-based content. Promotional events are restricted to content consistent with the FDA-approved prescribing information, label. Off-label discussion is prohibited in promotional events regardless of the scientific evidence. Fair balance. The requirement that all promotional communications include a balanced presentation of the risks and benefits of a drug, including significant adverse effects and contraindications, proportionate to the promotional claims made. Sunshine Act, open payments. The Physician Payments Sunshine Act requires pharmaceutical manufacturers to report all transfers of value to physicians and teaching hospitals greater $10 annually to CMS. Speaker fees, event meals, and travel are all reportable and published on the Open Payments Database, MSL Scientific Exchange Scope. Unlike promotional events, MSL Scientific Exchange can address data beyond the label, investigator-initiated study data, pipeline compounds, real-world evidence, comparative effectiveness. As long as it's in response to a genuine scientific inquiry and not commercially directed. I want Dr. Patel to speak at an immunonco speaker program. She's a thoracic oncologist, respected in the community. Her peers listen to her, but I can't just ask her. Speaker selection in pharma is a formal process and the compliance stakes are high. Step 1, nomination. I submit Dr. Patel's name through agentforce. Her credentials, publications, clinical experience, current prescribing patterns, all reviewed by the Speaker Bureau team. Step 2, needs-based selection. The medical legal regulatory team evaluates. Is there a genuine educational need in Dr. Patel's geography? Does her expertise match the topic? Is selection based on her qualifications, not on how much she prescribes? That last point matters more than anything else. Selecting speakers based on prescribing volume is a federal anti-kickback violation. The OIG has been explicit about this for 2 decades. Step 3, training and certification. If selected, Dr. Patel attends a speaker training. She reviews the approved slide deck, the only slides she can use. She learns the fair balance requirements. She signs a speaker agreement. Step 4, FMV rate confirmation. Her honorarium is set at fair market value for her specialty and credentials, not $1 more. The process takes weeks, not days, because getting speaker selection wrong doesn't just end a program. It can end careers. Speaker nomination and vetting. The formal process by which sales reps nominate physician speakers, requiring review of credentials, clinical expertise, geographic need, and alignment with the educational topic. The process is managed centrally by a Speaker Bureau function. Anti-kickback statute, risk in speaker selection. Federal Anti-Kickback Statute, 42 U.S.C. Section 1320, A7b, prohibits selection of speakers based on their prescribing volume or as a reward for past or future prescriptions. The OIG has issued multiple guidance documents warning that speaker programs can be disguised kickback mechanisms if selection is commercially motivated. Speaker training and certification. All approved speakers must attend a company-organized training program, review the approved slide deck, understand fair balance requirements, and sign a speaker agreement before presenting at any program. This certification must be refreshed when the approved deck is updated. Approved slide deck. Promotional speaker programs must use only company-approved slides reviewed by the PRC. Speakers may not substitute their own slides, add unapproved data, or modify the content. The approved deck is the compliance anchor for the entire event. Geographic and educational need justification. Speaker selection must be justified by genuine educational need in the speaker's region, not by the rep's relationship with the physician or by the physician's prescribing status. This needs-based justification must be documented.